There must be something I can say to make you stay. Oh, hi. Hello. You're watching Two Brains. This brain is Marlon.
This brain is Liv.
And today we're carrying on our top 20 songs of the year.
Yes.
Series.
And we're going 10 through 6
10
today.
to 6. Yeah. It's gone by really quickly.
Yes, it has.
These videos are also in partnership with Hummingbird Mag, who are also doing their top 20 songs of the year as well. And they're reacting to our top 20 and we're reacting to their top 20.
Yeah. So at the end of this video, we'll be reacting to their 15 through 11 list that they've got up as well.
Yeah, so stay tuned for that. All right, so let's flip a coin and see who goes first.
It's tails again.
Again. I've gone first every single time. Okay. My number 10.
Number 10.
Getting into the top 10
yes.
now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Travis answered for me.
Yeah, okay.
No, he went yeah.
Oh, he went yeah.
Yeah, in my white tee. Yeah, call up Pike Williams for the hype, please. Cactus, not no iced tea. Got him bamboozled.
I know you didn't like this song that much, but I fucked with it.
In terms of Travis Scott songs, it's not one of my favourites, I'll admit. But
Yeah.
I did like MIA's. That was my favourite part of the song.
Your favourite part is MIA's?
MIA's bit, yeah.
See, I love MIA's part because I have a connection to her, because she's from Ends and I've been listening to her for years.
Yeah.
Like, I was obsessed with Matangi when it came out. Like, I love her. I can understand why Americans and people who haven't heard her before were like, what the fuck is this?
Excuse me.
I can understand,
Yeah, I
because
can
her
understand
verse
it.
was a little bit like out there.
I think like
But I think it's fire.
I like all the aspects of it. Like I like
Yeah,
the beat.
yeah.
I like what Travis is doing.
Yeah,
I like
the
it's
dark
just
beat.
it's because I know what, just to my ear, the things that Travis Scott has done, and it just sounds a bit like underwhelming, a bit simpler.
Okay,
than the
I
other
get
things
that.
are. But I understand.
I think that's what makes it fire, though, the fact that it's simple.
Incredible, general.
I just start the label just to sign me. Yeah, call the Sprite people. Call them, hold on. Private flight franchise sites.
This is
It's so satisfying the way Young Thug says franchise.
Franchise. Yeah, I think it's quite, his verse is quite low key.
It's very
when you
low key
compare
for
it
Young
to-
Thug,
Yeah, exactly.
definitely.
But I still think it's fire. I'm gonna go to my favorite. So I do love Thug's verse,
Yeah.
as always, and I do like MIA's part. But my favorite part is Travis later.
Okay.
And when they free us out, gonna be a film. Akodak. Like Kodak. I've been ripping and running, I slipping and sliding athletic tendencies. I've been upset, shoving and whipping it to the base rock, I provide the remedy. It's like
Utopia. Fire film.
When's Utopia coming? It's coming reasonably soon.
Was it? I thought we said when's
No,
Zootopia coming?
Utopia.
Don't know. My number 10. I mean, this is a song that I've been rinsing. I've been singing a lot randomly.
Okay. Oh, is this year?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was last year.
No, this came out this was a big day because this 07 Shake album came out the same day as Mac Miller's album and the same day as the Eminem album.
Oh, I really thought this was last year.
No, it was like the first couple of weeks of January.
Ah.
Yeah.
Microdosing. I was just microdosing.
It's, do you know, I think the reason I love it is that one, it's so catchy. But
It's fire.
I love
That's why you love it.
the tribal drums and the super futuristic electronic shit, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love like these two just like smashing into each other. And it's Mike Dean, so
It's just fire in general.
it goes all fucking like, magical. I think this album is so underrated, especially for a debut album.
I still haven't listened to it.
How have you not listened to
I
this
know,
goddamn
I've
album?
heard this song, but I haven't
It's
heard the rest
so
of the album
good.
yet.
This album is so good.
I will definitely get to it. What is your favourite part?
I mean, it's Mike Dean going crazy on those fucking synths.
Always.
It's amazing. I remember when I first heard this. I was listening to all 3 albums that same day,
Right.
and I remember hearing this. I was like, "What the fuck is happening?" Like, because I think this is like one of the most like unique sounding albums I've heard.
Right.
I can't go to another album and remember, oh, that sounds like 07 Shake.
Right.
There's nothing else that sounds like
Yeah.
this album.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so my number 9.
Number 9.
Shouldn't be a surprise.
No, it's not. It's the best song on the album.
knows the dirty code to go. I don't really know how to go slow.
Just got done
Walking in the snow. Goddamn that motherfucker cold.
This is one of, I think, Killer Mike's best verses in Run the Jewels that I've ever heard.
Oh, do you think so?
Yeah.
In all 4 albums?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is one of my favourite albums of the year. I think this is my favourite of our reactions that we've done this year as well.
Yeah, because it was so just like loud and in your face and bold.
And I just fucked with it so heavy on first listen. It was it was great. But yeah, and we were also in the ad, which was a big...
We were in the ad, yeah.
That was a big accomplishment of our year. So go to the Instagram and have a look.
Yeah.
It's on our highlighted stories, so go and have a look if you haven't already.
So when that cage is done with them and you still pouring.
This is going to sound like I'm contradicting myself, and I said that this is Killer Mike's, like, one of his best verses ever in Run the Jewels, and I still think LP's verse is better.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Interesting.
This is also one of LP's best ever verses.
I mean, I just think the whole song is
The whole
solid.
song's amazing,
It's really solid. It's about to do your favourite line.
What a disingenuous way to piss away existence.
So Christians yell at different.
I'm gonna take it to my favourite part. I mean, the whole song's fire. I could pick any part really, and I'm doing it when that extra synth comes in.
Never forgetting the story of Jesus, the hero was killed by mistake.
Just got done walking in the snow. Goddamn that motherfucker cold. Just got done walking in the snow. Goddamn that motherfucker cold. Ho, ho, ho.
Who really wanna run with the Jew runners? Go hellfire high in
Yeah,
the
it's a
sun.
fire song.
Who really would have wanted with a Jew runner? That shit's fine.
That low bass note, that bit's my favourite.
Yeah.
Because suddenly it's like feels like in your gut, you know.
Yeah, I think that's a song that like wraps up the whole. If you want like an advert for the album, just play that song.
Right. Yeah. Okay, number 9, please.
My number 9. Literally, I remember when I first heard this, I remember exactly where I was. I was across from some dry cleaners, crossing the road.
Okay, very specific.
Yeah, and I remember hearing this, and literally I was like, this is like the best instrumental on a Mac Miller tune I've ever heard.
Who produced this?
So John Bryan came on and produced, like, and basically finished the album for Mac Miller, but this is also produced by Gary Lawrence, who's one half of Disclosure. So that's why it has that kind of futuristic bounce to it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fire.
Yeah, well, this mad world has made me crazy. Might just turn around to 180. I let it go, but
This is one of those albums where, because it was so consistent, like it's so compact, there's no filler tracks. It was it was a toss up between so many of the tracks.
Yeah, yeah.
But this is just one of the.
This is probably your most
most played because it's the most upbeat. A lot of the album is like very down tempo. It's like singer songwriting type of shit.
Right. Yeah.
But this is my most played. It's just so addictive.
Right.
That's the word I use.
without you, it's the color rule. No truth.
So, what is your favorite part of the song?
I was in the running me and my bitch. Huh? What's my favorite bit? Yeah.
No truth. You could see me now. It goes. This man world has made me crazy.
How did they do this? It's like I can't even replicate
the sample
it.
is some of the best sampling I've ever heard. Because
Wait, is it sampling Mac?
That's I believe that's
song?
from the sample at the start. It's
Is that actually?
Yeah.
So they took like a tiny bit of
tiny
the
little
vocals.
sliver.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
it's
no, yeah,
really
that
cool.
shit's amazing. Like the whole album.
Okay, so this is my number 8.
Yeah.
This world know about money.
And pussy.
Let's figure it out.
This is amazing. It's amazing.
Metro Boomin wants some more, nigga. Rich nigga shit I do a lot of. I be fresh as hell, rockin' Prada.
I'll be honest, this is like the only song of this album.
Are
that I
you
really
mad?
listen to.
This is one of those songs where it's for me, this album is so consistent that I can pick any tune out of here and it's fire.
Yeah.
But this is like, it's so it fits the title because it's so lavish and it's so exuberant. It's so over the top.
Oh, you think it's over the top?
No, but in the best possible way with all the like the string. When the strings come in, they're very loud, very loud and piercing. And they've done that on purpose because this is so. It's meant to be like so hedonistic.
Okay, yeah.
It's about rich nigga shit.
The beat is so
The beat is amazing.
I don't put a watch unless it costs 100,000. I want all the money in a pound. The only thing I put on my back. Off-white jeans look like cooked crack.
Okay, I'll take it to my favourite bit.
What does he say? He says, y'all bitches be going to the Louis store. My bitches be asking, what's Chanel at?
What's Chanel at? Yeah, so I think you can guess what my favourite part is.
Yeah, I know it is, yeah.
Because
I know exactly what it is.
in my opinion, Thug just elevates the track so much. Because, like, so 21 Savage, he's down here, right? He's like, I mean, that's 21 Savage style, it's fire. But he's down here, right, doing this. Yeah. And then Thug comes in and he starts doing this. Like,
yeah, but that's why it's
and it's the perfect,
but for me, it doesn't work without one, like, this song without Young Thug. Obviously, it would be, a pretty good song.
It wouldn't even be in my top 20 if it didn't have Young Thug.
But I'm just saying, it would be a good song, but, like, Thug as well. Like, I don't think if this was a Young Thug song, I don't think he'd be able to maintain that level.
No, exactly.
For the entire duration of the song.
Perfect balance.
Exactly. That's why both of them together work.
For sure.
Open up the door, but you ain't gotta close it back. Everything is legend, baby. Everything a blessing. I've been riding with a color, call it stick shift. When I eat, I gotta go your handkerchief. Rich nigga shit, I do a lot of.
It's so that hook is amazing
so
as
good.
well.
Yeah,
like that's one. Like this is why I think 21 Savage every release he steps up one aspect of his.
Right.
And I think the hooks on Savage Mode 2 were like the best Savage hooks ever.
For sure.
This is my number 8. Yeah.
Yes. I was expecting this to be somewhere.
Do you know what I like? I like when beats like have a hiccup.
Yeah.
Like, it keeps you on your toes.
Stumbling concrete.
I think the reason is I love this song so much. Apart from obviously, like we discussed this when we did our Gambino top 5, but it's one the writing. Another thing is similarly to the 070 Shake tune. It's that like. The tribal drums thing going on with the very like electronic staccato stuff going on.
That's like the whole album though, isn't it?
Yeah, but the main thing I love so much about this is that in my head I picture this as like it's like a straight up pop song just from like 100 years in the future.
Right, I get what you mean.
Like apart from like this first verse where he's just rapping, like the hook is.
I wouldn't even call this rapping.
Well, he's just speaking really.
Yeah.
But like the hook is very like everybody move your body. Like that could be an R&B tune or a pop tune, or it just happens to be like manipulated into this thing. I don't know what else to call it.
Everybody move your body, don't do it. It's gonna make you move and groove.
I'll take you to my favourite bit. It's actually right here when the hook just completely breaks down.
Okay. Oh, the woo.
Yeah.
That bit.
Move your body from side to side. Pressure is to evolve. Take a bite of the apple. You don't need to the sauce.
It's a
freedom
very
of being truth and freedom of being wrong. Yeah, it
like,
is.
even when you've heard it like dozens of times, it still sounds really fresh.
Because you hear new things all the time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Number 7.
Ah.
Please. What the? You hit that note.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I love this song. I've loved this song all year. When did this drop?
Like
the beginning, wasn't
it? It was just before first lockdown, so it was like it must have been like February, March kind of time.
Yeah, I've been loving this all year.
No, I really like this song. I really like this album, to be honest. Like if I was gonna pick something from this album, it would maybe be 4 a.m. just because it's 4 a.m. because it goes fucking crazy and I love that shit. Yeah. But I fuck with this song.
I love it. It's just a kind of epic song because it's so long.
Yeah, it sounds like you're in space.
Like so much going on and it's very proggy.
Yeah.
This This is the best her voice has ever sounded.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not that I've only heard like a couple of her previous albums a few times, but this is, I would agree, like...
Yeah, it's just so beautiful. And like, all the layering and everything, like I just love it and get goosebumpy with this song. Because it's like, remember in our reaction, and I was like, it's like a sound bath.
What the fuck is a sound bath?
No, but it is. It's like,
I know what you
like
mean.
all around you.
Yeah.
Like when you listen to
it's
proper
immersive.
Headphones. Exactly.
Yeah.
I know. I'll show you my favourite bit. I mean, there's lots of parts of this song.
I mean, it's a very long song.
Like even now, we're not even listening to the whole song, but I'm tingly like all over. That's what it does to me. That's what I'm saying. It's like ASMR. It's like I'm so tingly.
Okay, so my number 7 is from an album. It's from an album that I didn't even really like that much.
Oh really?
It's just this one tune.
Just the one song.
Just the one song, actually.
Oh yeah. Oh, you didn't like this album? I thought you did.
No, I didn't like it that much in comparison to this song. Like the rest of the album, I thought was okay. But this song is beautiful. This song I thought was just a complete from a different album.
Right.
The devil came back. He's dancing in your eyes. So tell me.
I love the fact that I love the fact that I had imagined that this was conceived as like a typical Joji like lo-fi tune.
Yeah.
And then I don't know who had the idea to bring those like massive drums in.
Right.
But it makes it sound like different. Like it doesn't. You don't know how to feel. Like, am I relaxed or am I turning up? I don't know.
It's hard to believe sometimes. We can pretend we're normal people, and I can repeat those lines.
And also, I've never heard of Ray Brown before.
Right.
But his feature, which comes up like very shortly, is amazing. Here it is.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought that was still Joji.
You thought that was still Joji?
I did.
No, it's not Joji.
Okay. It is a vibe though.
It's so vibey.
I love the piano. It's so beautiful.
I do really like the outro. Let the space. It comes back in. Do you know what I hate? The one thing I hate, it's short enough that I can fucking replay it so many times, and that's why it became one of my most played songs of the year, even though it came out quite late in the year.
Right, just replay value.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is my number 6, the last of the video.
A roaring
lion walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. This is such a banger.
It's a big banger.
This is. I really hope Kanye. What are you fucking doing to me? Come back.
Come back to this.
Yeah. This was the. If he's gonna make like Christian music, do this.
Do this.
Do this. Yeah. We need you now.
Southside,
let it bang.
outside, let it rain. Rain down on the pain. No, I grew up in the mud. The time is not enough. Wash us in the blood. Is there anybody here?
I remember we were
There was a blood. Now watch the.
What?
Sorry, the sample. What were you gonna say?
I remember we were just so shocked and happy at this. I mean, I know I was so happy because I was just like I was half expecting
more Jesus King,
more of the
Jesus King
stuff that I don't fuck with.
Yeah.
So I was so happy when we heard this.
So was I.
Child down on us. Wash us in the blood. Wash us in the blood. Whole life being does. Slavery what it does. Rain down on us.
So I think my only criticism of this song is that
Travis's bit.
Travis'
is not
bit is so short.
No, but I like it because
like
it like
2 lines.
It's like a little accent on Kanye's bit.
No, it's not enough. Like he didn't let Travis do his thing at all.
I think it's fine.
What? No, it's not long enough.
I think it's perfect.
Nah. Travis's bit is fire.
It is fire.
Set it off, set it off. Execute 30 states. 30 states still execute. We got your time in the federal. Squad box you in like a sexual. We walk through the glass and the residue.
And that was it. And that was it.
This is the most fire bit with all those. Oh.
I'm still mad that Travis's bit was so short.
That's right, I call him Kanye.
But don't take me
the wrong way.
But don't take me
I really
the
like
wrong
this
way. A long way.
They wanted to edit the interviews.
know that it's fake.
Anyway, that's a fire song.
There's reasons. That's how you know when Kanye is the GOAT, for the reason where, in terms of like the form of his career, he's probably in the weakest form of his career at the moment, and he's still dropping bangers. What?
The weakest form?
Because like the last 2 albums he dropped, like I really like Ye. I love Ye, but that's just because I'm a Kanye stan. But I really like Ye. Jesus King was like, even for someone who's as much of a stan as I am, but the consensus is the last 2 albums were like not the strongest.
Yeah,
but he's still able to drop bangers.
Just this one.
Like, what do you mean just this one?
Name another banger he's dropped recently, apart from Follow God.
Father has great. I mean, what about the whole of Kids See Ghosts?
That was ages ago.
That was the same time as Ye. It dropped the week after Ye. This is also this is a complete change of pace again.
Okay.
This is, in my mind, the best produced song of the year.
Oh, I think I know what
you know what it is.
Yeah. What it is.
Where's the bass?
Hi.
There must be something I can say to make you stay.
Oh, hi. Hello. Cause every time I think about it, can't stop thinking about it.
I love thinking of all the kisses you could give me if I came around.
Her voice is fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's always been fire.
It's always been fire, but I think to get the best out of someone's voice, a producer can come in and like find these pockets for this particular voice, which is already amazing, but it brings out something new that you haven't heard in that voice before. And I think that's what he did with Ty Dolla $ign and Mahalia.
I think Ty Dolla $ign is my favourite bit.
I mean, of course it is for you.
Cause every time I think about it, can't stop thinking about it.
So the way she said "can't" was very British.
Can't,
she went, can't stop.
Because you're all I
It's
need.
very interestingly produced. Like,
It's
you say
amazing.
It is amazing, but it's like it's obscurely produced. It's not conventional in any way.
No, I think like the elements.
Because there's nothing like constant in it. It's constantly.
Constantly moving. It's very fluid, but you get that like that bounce stays, and that "you're all I need," that forms the bedrock of the song, and then they manipulate that in these different sections.
It's very interesting.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I agree. What's your favourite part?
There's a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You're all I need. This is why we singing in the starlight underneath the moonlight. Let your light shine down. Let your light shine down.
Jacob Mahalia Ta.
How many key changes are in that song?
There's
like a billion.
He's
never
a
stays
genius.
in the same key.
He's a genius.
Yeah,
like
but I'm
literally.
saying it is so strange. Where if you like look at it, obviously he has so many. What's the word?
Tracks.
So many tracks.
Yeah,
in his,
but I
thing.
think that's the thing. There's someone who's clearly like so like understands music in a way that most people probably just won't ever.
Right. Sure.
But
it's just like out of the box.
It's out of the box, but it's so accessible because at its core, it's an R&B / pop tune.
Right. Yeah.
It's just in a slightly different way.
In a very different way.
Very like, you know,
no one
complex
else
way.
like
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Okay, cool. So those were our 10 to 6. And now we're going to react to Hummingbird's 15 to 11.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Hummingbird Headquarters. I'm Michael, and this is Andrew. All right, at number 15, I got Kirby's song We Don't Funk off the project Sis from...
Okay, so Kirby, Andrew had in his 20 to 16 last week.
Yeah.
So this is called We Don't Funk.
So we heard Kirby for the first time on that one, but this is a different tune. So, we're going to quickly listen to that tune.
Okay, those drums were crazy.
I fuck with it. Those like her backing with the angelic. I fuck with that. Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of a misleading title, I guess. She's saying she doesn't funk, but that she's funking over the track. So, like, what am I supposed to
It's
do?
quite ethereal as well as funky, isn't it?
Yeah.
My only thing about it was that it was a little bit short, so I think
that's
something that could be pretty cool is a little remix, maybe with Erykah Badu and Tiana Taylor, in case you're not on production.
Oh my God.
Amazing.
I love this track.
He just did his whole new
dream
lineup.
list.
Yeah, exactly.
For my number 15, I got Gemini by Princess Nokia.
Oh.
Yes, that's that's my favorite from the album as well.
Right, yeah.
She did a Color Surfer Gemini, didn't she?
Oh yeah, she did.
Yeah, that song's amazing.
With this track, Gemini, definitely the front runner for me off of that Everything is Beautiful project. On Gemini, I just think she really sticks to that New York flow that you really were able to.
Yeah, it's very like kind of slow and I am Gemini, Superfly, my guy. I like that though, it's very unique.
If I got the blunt, I am moving up.
It's that beat as well. It's like cartoony. I love that. It's like you're flicking between channels, like looking for a cartoon to watch.
Like clean up, like Kleenex.
I do genuinely think that Princess Nokia is just one of the most slept on artists.
Definitely.
Like we did a reaction to Everything is Beautiful, and it literally, like, in terms of numbers, it did like the worst out of any of our reactions.
Yeah, and it was an album that we both really fucked with. I had it in my like top albums of the year. Like, it was so good.
Yeah, but like I think she's just.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. Like, someone could. Like, she's blown up a lot off that I Like Him tune from the darker album. What was it? Everything Sucks. So that might get her exposure to people who might not have otherwise listened to her.
Yeah.
327 by West Side Gun.
Oh yes.
Oh, is this your pick from this album? Would you say?
I mean, if I was going to pick something from this album, I think I might just go to $500 Ounces, just because it's an Alchemist beat and it's Freddie Gibbs and it's West Side Gun.
Right.
And it's so like creamy and smooth, but this song is. Amazing.
Yeah. I think like Pray for Paris was definitely like the big shining Griselda project first, definitely. And I think this song is definitely one of those big ones on there that caught a lot of people's eye.
Yeah, definitely huge for that break.
Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I just think the beat is fire as well.
The beat, I mean, it's like so much of the album is quiet. It's so quiet, not quiet, but it's very subdued and reserved, and I like that element. But because West Side Gun has such a animated voice, you don't need all that going on.
Yeah, it's understated, but it's really beautiful.
My number 14, I got Mayo by Sango. Big shout out to my dude Sango.
I need to listen to Sango because he's produced a couple tracks for Frank Ocean, and I know he's very talented. But let's listen.
This is fire.
This is fucking amazing. No wonder Frank got him to do that bloody Kinda remix.
So how is it instrumental?
Yeah, Sango's a producer.
Okay, so the feature is the only vocals? Yeah, man, that's fire.
That's amazing. That song's amazing.
That's right in your bag as well.
That is
you need to listen
definitely
to
in my bag, yeah. This is so in my bag.
He's put 3 such great albums out this year.
Yeah, absolutely. For sure.
He put out 3 albums.
Yeah.
And we haven't heard any of them.
My number 13 is Get Back by Pop Smoke off his album Meet the Woo.
Get Back, which one was that?
Meet the Woo 2 it was on.
Which one is that?
So that was the one that dropped early in the year. So that's the one.
No, which song? I'm asking.
I don't know if you heard Meet the Woo 2. That had like Invincible and
I think I heard some of it.
No My Element.
Of course I know this one. This is the one that was all over TikTok as well.
I mean, every Pop Smoke song ended up on TikTok, but this like Meet the Woo 2 is like it's much shorter than the album that dropped. But there's some absolute bangers on there. Like this might not even been as much of a good song this is. The one I would have picked would probably be Invincible because like it's 808 mellow. That beat is like one of the best drill beats I've ever heard. It's got these like crazy strings. And like this song, it's very short, so you can replay it over and over again. It gets so addictive.
Yeah.
Coming off the same kind of drill vibe. For my number 13, I got Tiptoe by Chef G and Sleepy Hollow.
Oh, who's that? Andrew likes obscure music, you know. What is this?
It rings a bell. It rings a bell, you know. It does ring a bell.
Is it British or not?
If it was British, we would have heard of it. Oh my days! I have heard this. I've heard this. I've definitely heard this.
I mean, that's a fire sample to use.
I've definitely heard this because I heard somewhere that someone had used this fucking Tiny Tim sample, and I was like, I hate that tune because I remember hearing it as a kid in Insidious, and it fucking scared me.
Oh, I like it. So they're not British. Where are they from?
I would assume New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the song's super dope. It's got the sample off Tiny Tim's Tiptoe.
That's the only reason. That's the only reason I can't fuck with that song is because of the sample.
What are you talking about?
Because it brings back bad memories for me.
Okay. He comes in with, you know, I'm too bad to tiptoe.
That can help you to rest, ain't no pillow. Make me search for your house if ain't Zillow. Bullets sing from the Smith, ain't no willow.
He said bullets. I like that. He said bullets sing from your Smith, ain't no willow.
Willow Smith?
I think he kind of stole that from Dave still.
Really?
Man said, my bros are blacksmiths like Jaden and Willow.
That's more of a bar, I'm not gonna lie.
That is more of a bar. My bros are blacksmiths like Jaden and Willow.
But that's Dave.
No, but that is a bar. That is a bar.
My number 12 is Buenos Aires by Nafi Peluso. The Argentinian-born and raised artist really had a...
Let's go and listen.
It's a very chilled vibe.
It's very chill. It reminds me of, I don't know if you've heard, but there's a singer who's from here called Yasmin Lacey.
Right, yeah.
She makes very similar music. I get that vibe from her.
For sure.
They were calling her the Argentinian Busta Rhymes, which really shows off that explosive, powerful delivery.
The Argentinian Busta Rhymes.
That's a big claim, you know?
That's a strange claim.
For my number 12, I got Pelota by Krongbin. The song is super good.
Oh, so they
Krang.
so you have heard a song of theirs. You know the song at the end of the J Electronica album.
Yeah.
I got numbers on my phone that I never. That is their song.
What do you mean?
As in they're just rapping over their song.
Oh,
so you know the very sad, dreary instrumental at the end of that album.
So have you heard this song?
This song. Let's listen.
I think the bridge in there is super dope, and it's just.
I like it when
just
songs
like
in that song where they sound like dusty.
Dusty.
Like when the guitar, it sounds like they were recorded in the 80s or like the 70s.
Okay. Right, do you mean like the sound that they put on the guitar?
Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
yeah.
My number 11 is Fight Like Ida B and Marsha P by Rick Wilson. It's a single he put out in...
Okay. Do you know this?
No.
Let's look it up.
Let's find out. Okay.
Okay, so it's kind of like house.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of like a strange mix of house and traditional hip hop.
Right.
With the auto-tune on his voice.
Yeah.
Hate has no room here.
Yeah.
But two-stepping does. Shout out Rick Wilson.
Yeah.
I got bodily autonomy, and this policy is people over property. Fund the police, abolish the...
My number 11, I got Shimmy by Amine. This is the first song.
I was gonna say like that's a song where, well, obviously I've only just heard it once, but I think it's an example of one of the songs where I like the message. Like, I really like the message and I like the way it's delivered, but I like just on a personal level, I like when like those messages are delivered in maybe like in a subtler package.
Right, I get what you mean.
Like if I want to hear that, and I'll go to like other sources, I won't go to music for that. I think it can work in some types of music where the music is so like in your face and loud and out there, and I think it works for that because it's got that sense of urgency. Right. I don't know if it works in like a house hip hop tune, but I can see like why someone would like that song so much.
My number 11, I got Shimmy by Amine. This is the first song that I came off of his 20.
Andrew's 11 is Shimmy by Amine, which is great.
I mean,
the whole album was great.
It's got Boy Wonder on production. Right, it can't be bad. It can't be bad.
And obviously it's got Old Dirty Bastard.
Yeah, baby, I like it raw. I think this album was slightly underappreciated, you know?
Let's not front.
Do you think?
Yeah. I don't hear many people like talking about it that much.
I mean,
like,
I think they
big
did when it came out.
As Amine is.
I think when it came out, I did hear a lot of people talking about how good it was.
But I think that kind of like dwindled towards the end of the year. But I think it's underappreciated. I think it's really good.
Yeah.
See, so Boy Wonder drums.
Big shout out to Amine. This Limbo project was fantastic.
Yeah, it's my top played song this year.
Oh, damn.
Is it?
Yeah,
oh, wow.
Many niggas fighting, I might need me 10 a turn.
Okay.
I mean, from Limbo, I rinsed a lot of those songs, but I think the one I rinsed the most was Can't Decide.
Right, yeah.
Because it's just, I don't know what it is about that tune.
But that is a bang. Just like the sampling, just the beat in general is great.
Boy Wonder's a cheat code. Yeah. He's a cheat code.
Yeah. Okay, so those were our reactions to Hummingbirds 15 to 11. Next week, we'll be doing our 5 to 1.
Yeah, last chunk of the list, yeah.
Make sure you check out Hummingbird's video. It'll be linked down below.
Make sure to like, subscribe, and on the bell.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.